Let's just get it out of the way. Let's get it out of the way. The Dallas Cowboys choked again. Let everybody, let's just talk about it. Let's go. Here's where we are. The Cowboys again. Again. Now look, I went to the Star last night. I thought, now granted, here in Dallas, it's like, 12 degrees. It's freezing cold, absolutely freezing cold. But I thought, hey, there's going to be some Dallas fans down there. There was nobody at the Star. Nobody. It was me and two other girls that were doing a photo shoot, and that was it. I tried to get in the photo shoot, but they wouldn't let me, though, by the way. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, there was two girls in a photo shoot and me at the Star. So y'all know I made a post. Of course, I made a post. The Dallas Cowboys choked again. And the final score wasn't any indicative of how that game went. They got massacred. The Dallas Cowboys got massacred on both sides of the football. That game was not close at all. It wasn't close at all. It was over in the first quarter. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was. Now, we're going to get into this a little bit, and there's going to be the crazos out there that are going to start blaming you-know-who. And I'm here to tell you, I'm calling everybody out. I'm calling everybody out. And we're going to argue, and I'm going to call you stupid. I'm going to tell you you don't know football. Dak Prescott played bad. He had a bad game. All those stats and all that stuff that you see, empty stats from Dak Prescott, the game was over, meant absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Dak Prescott did not lose that game for the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott did not lose that game for the Dallas Cowboys. And anybody who says that he did, you're crazy. You don't know football. You didn't understand what you were watching. I'm saying that, period, point blank. Period, point blank. And if you think that pick six decided the football game, you don't understand what you're watching on football. That game was long over before the pick six. It was over. The first interception was not his fault. And again, anybody that knows football knows that interception was not his fault. Was not his fault. Now, again, Dak is not blameless. I mean, anybody that says that, he's blameless in this, you're insane. Of course, he participated in the loss. He had something to do with it. And I'm not saying that he's blameless. I'm just saying the Dallas Cowboys defense couldn't stop a high school team last night. They did nothing. They put up zero resistance. They never stopped the Packers. Think about that. They never stopped them. 6 touchdowns. 6. And you want to put all the blame on Dak? Come on, what are we talking about? It just doesn't make sense. And I know the quarterback gets all the blame, and he gets all the credit. But Dak doesn't tackle anybody. Here's the thing that I want to point out. So why doesn't anybody put the blame on Micah Parsons? Why doesn't anybody put the blame on Micah Parsons? Like, Micah Parsons is supposed to be the next, Lawrence Taylor. Did y'all even notice if Micah Parsons was in the game last night? And I'm just asking. I'm just asking questions. Because what you all have told me is that Micah Parsons is better than TJ Watt. He's better than Myles Garrett. That's what you all have told me, Cowboy fans. Did we even know if he was on the field last night? Did you know? Did you notice? So somebody on TikTok, I love it. Micah was doing a podcast. He was busy. I love it. I love it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And somebody, did he even have a tackle? I mean, I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. I don't mean to cause no trouble. I don't want to cause any trouble. All I know is Dallas Cowboy fans today, and last night I gave it to them. There were people in there whining and making excuses and crying. I said, good. Be in your feelings. Cry, whine. I love it. I love it. And y'all can give it to me today. If the Steelers get their head beaten in, y'all are going to give it to me. But it's all in good fun. We know that. But nobody expects the Steelers to win today. Only Steeler fans expect the Steelers to win today or are hopeful that the Steelers will win. Steeler fans aren't even expecting it. We're hopeful. Everybody thought the Cowboys were going to win, and they were expected to win and should have won. Now let's dissect why they choked. Again, well, I underestimated the Packers' run game, and that's my fault. I underestimated the Packers' run game. I thought, down the stretch, 3 games in a row, Aaron Jones running for 100 yards. I thought, not against that good a team. And some of y'all tried to tell me, and I wouldn't listen. They came out and ran the ball down the Cowboys' throat. Just brutal. Just right down their throat. Loved every second of it. So, loved every second of it. And that's the problem. The Dallas Cowboys haven't been able to stop the run for 3 years. It wasn't just this year. It wasn't last year. And it wasn't even the year before. The Cowboys have been bad against the run for 3 years. And that's why they got whipped. They got physically whipped. Again. And at some point, you've got to stop and say, okay, we got to do something. Now, granted, their middle linebacker got hurt, but, Van Der Esch, how good was he anyway? He wasn't that good. And I know he was out, and you can say whatever you want. The bottom line is the Cowboys got smacked around, physically whipped on both sides of the football. Dak choked again. And look, I'm not putting the blame on Dak, but let's not say that the man didn't choke. He did. He did. Again. At some point, he has to play better. Like the rookie year, they lost to the Packers in the playoffs. That was not Dak's fault. He put up plenty of points, didn't make any, crucial mistakes. They lost the game because Aaron Rodgers was just better than the Dallas defense. Okay, you can live with that. But the last time they've been in the playoffs, they've lost because Dak has not played well. And then the defense on top of that gets crucified. At what point do you say, okay, our defense isn't playing well, but me as the quarterback, I'm going to do everything in my power for us to win a football game? At some point, it has to be that. At some point, we have to say, yeah, you lost, but Dak, you didn't contribute to the loss. He keeps contributing to the loss. And that's why Cowboys fans are going ballistic. So I get it. But last night, Dak could have played the best game that Dak has ever played in his life, and the Cowboys were going to lose. That's my whole point about all of this. Everybody wants to pin it on him. You can't pin this on him. He literally could have played the best game of his life, and that Dallas defense was going to give it up, and they weren't going to stop the Packers, and they were going to lose the game. And that right there is a truth that a lot of Cowboys fans or a lot of Dak haters don't want to come to that conclusion. They want to make it all about Dak. They want to make it all that he lost the game. No, he didn't lose that game. Not last night. There's times that you can point that Dak lost a football game. But He didn't lose that one last night. Like Dak can't win a big game. Again, Jacob on TikTok. Did you watch the game? Because if you did, then you know that Dak didn't have anything to do with he wasn't the reason. The defense got destroyed. Oh, we got 2 defensive players of the year, Bland and Parsons. Again, we've already covered Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons was in the witness protection program last night. He was in witness protection. I mean, again, did he make a tackle? Did they call his name? Anything? Did he do anything? No, he did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. Bland getting torched on the back end. No, guys running free. I mean, how many times did we see Packers receivers that was just running free? It was insane. And stop with the Micah Parsons was double nonsense. Okay? Stop it. Oh, the dude was doubled. Like Micah Parsons is the only great football player that gets double teamed. Somehow they still keep making plays, but if Micah Parsons gets doubled, he can't make a play. Stop it. They ran the ball right at Parsons, and he did nothing, just like everybody runs the ball right at him. Jiminy Christmas. I mean, the excuses that Dallas Cowboy fans will go to, the links, just say you got your head beaten in and move on. The people, they are going through it. Dallas fan, Dak right now, here we go to the basement. I love it. And again, as the president of the Dallas Cowboys, or not the president, the vice president of the Dallas Cowboys Hater Committee, I love that the Cowboy fans are going through it today. I love every second of it. I love it. Oh, Brian, you're just a hater. Oh, Big B, you're just a hater. Yes, I am. And it's okay to be. It's okay to be. Everybody, it's okay to be a hater. There's haters with everything. You might as well admit it. And I admit it. I live in Dallas. I love today. Days like today are good for me. And I know that makes me a horrible person. Why would you bask in somebody else's misery? Because I'm a hater of the Dallas Cowboys. That's why. And I'm a hater of the Dallas Cowboy fans. That's why. Period. End of story. So all us Dallas Cowboy fans out there, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to be upset. If somebody says you're a hater, just say, yes, I'm a hater. And your team lost again. And move on. Just move on. Today, I know it's Martin Luther King Day today. And that should be respected. MLK Day is a great day in this country. And I don't want to diminish that. I don't want to diminish it. But the Cowboys lost. It's even more cause for celebration. Cowboys choked in the playoffs. MLK Day. Whoo. It's almost up there with Christmas, people. It's almost up there with Christmas. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm sure there's be some people, some idiots that say, how could you desecrate MLK? That's not what we're doing, people. This is a show. We're having fun. Relax. We're having fun. My man, Mike Yates. Let's talk coach free agency. Cowboys absolutely have to bring in Vrabel or Belichick. If they don't, it's a failure on Jerry's part. Well, let's talk about that for a second. Because we saw a lot of that last night and a lot of it again today where people are saying Coach Belichick is coming to Dallas. Now, why would he do that? Why would a 72-year-old come to Dallas where he's not going to be in control of the team? Where he's been in control for the last, 23 years? Why would he go to Dallas and let Jerry Jones still be in control? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't think Bill Belichick is a candidate to go to Dallas at all. Now, money talks. So enough money, people will do whatever. So I'm not here saying that there's 100% chance that Belichick doesn't go to Dallas. Because if they give him enough money, he's going to go. But logically, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, logically, it makes zero sense, actually. So, him having to beholden to Jerry Jones when he knows he's forgotten a million times more football than Jerry Jones is ever going to know. I don't see Bill Belichick putting himself in that position where he just came from one of the best owners and then going to one of the worst. And what I mean worst owners for Jerry Jones is an outstanding businessman owner. Outstanding. The best in the world at being a sports owner on the business side. On the football side, he's one of the worst because he meddles. He's the general manager. He won't get out of the way. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's got to stop. But he won't stop. I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. And I think somebody said Jerry wants to be the GM, the coach. Jerry just needs to go be the coach. And I think when he fired Jimmy Johnson, that he probably wanted to be the coach, and the NFL wouldn't allow it. So I don't see Belichick going there. If I'm Vrabel, there's no chance in hell that I go to the Cowboys. You just came from a bad owner. There's no way in the world that I go to the Cowboys if I'm Mike Vrabel. I try to go to Seattle. I try to go to Atlanta. I would even try to go to Washington. But there ain't no way in the world that I go to the Cowboys. And it's not because the Cowboys is such a bad job. I think Vrabel's really good, but I think Vrabel needs to go someplace where he's got some control over personnel. You're not going to have control over personnel in Dallas. He needs to go somewhere where he's involved heavily. Mike McCarthy, he just, okay, give me the team and I'll just try to coach it. So that's what I think Vrabel should do.